Hi, so I have a very good accent in English as I can write a lot. I don't get to talk to people much, but if I warm up, I think I can. So I don't have an accent in so far as I'm technically from the US because I'm from southeastern Florida originally. I did acquire my more French American accent, but my mom has a British accent and her mom has a Dutch accent. So I'm better than any American at sustaining a British accent. It changed when I moved from Florida to New Orleans, and their English accent is very British, not quite as British as my parents. My dad has British genes, and his dad used to read him Edgar Allan Poe. I can read not the oldest English, but the pretty old English. So I just wanted you to know, if you wanted to employ me to help you, which it seems like you do, I am a good spokesperson. My dad gave speeches and was top in Toastmasters. My mom has her bachelor's from in English, so it's a British accent, and so I just wanted to let you know. And I'm very good at picking up on any accent. I've been studying German a lot, but I don't speak much yet. I also have a French accent, and I acquired Dutch heritage from my mom and my dad's mom, and my dad's dad loves the Dutch heritage, I can tell, and they have mostly probably French and technically from Ireland, but the strongest ethnicity is probably French, and they have relatives from France, like my dad's mom. So I can pick up on a British accent. I worked on it later in life, like in my 20s, and I'm in my 30s. I'm almost 40, I'm 37. So it would be good for me too. I just keep going on and on, but yeah, I have a better accent than most people in the US. I have like perfect grammar. I'm not very good at reading, but I'm very good at writing, and I could read literature, but I can't read history or memorize lectures, but I'm a good writer and speaker mostly. So I think you would do great if you're trying to expand your classical music. If you need anything from me, I don't know why, but I'm a good spokesperson, better than a writer. I could speak to people in your what's it called, like if you go to London for BBC proms or something like that. Like I was just saying, it came to me. You had said you were interested in something that I play music, but I'm not an advanced musician on a specific instrument. I am interested in making an orchestra, but I've been influenced not to, because someone has a husband who conducts with a daughter, and she feels like she's not as good as her mom because her dad is not just a violinist but a conductor. So I've been messed up all these years on that thought, and I elected to major in composition and do singing, but I didn't make it, so I tried again at this college I like, and I did vocal and instrumental music education, but they didn't have general music education. I took a Foundations of Education class in Washington, D.C. after 1 year of college in music, so I was going to get a doctorate in music education and do research, but I like working with children too. So, and teaching adults music, so I'm into the whole thing, like nurturing people in music, like making sure, like the reason I was kicked out was so I could get pleasure from people in music. A little weird, but and they talk to me like in private, sort of. So I was interested in that for other people, like so I don't know. I'm from Florida. I'm pretty good at living, so it's like I'm from the Miami area, so it's like in New Orleans, which is probably better than New York City, but not as many tall buildings. And so I was interested in making sure that baby boomers, I guess, touch Generation X, and I can touch children, you know, from Netherlands, the US, whatever, and in France, Germany, anywhere maybe, I don't know. So yeah, Asia, and yeah, I do have Muslim influence or whatever. Anyway, I'm not Muslim though, so I can't go there. I could, but anyway. So, like things like you advertise your cuisine. You didn't say you exercise, but I guess your orchestra doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I would hit the gym if I was in an orchestra. No, I've been wanting to be a violinist in an orchestra. I'm working towards that, but something happened. So I'm still playing violin though, but I already know how to play music. I started off in piano, actually singing by myself. So my thing was, I didn't know if I would ever do any conducting actually, but I was gonna pick out the literature and teach, and I know about it from following this one orchestra. I've seen others, so you don't need any of that, but so I was just thinking about my interest in teaching music all these years, about people, older musicians, showing affection towards younger musicians. I know about psychology, personality types in those 12. So, I mean, the way you gave them the food, and the way you told them what to wear, and the way you provided the backdrop, which is one of the most important things, because the only thing I liked of Corelli's Christmas, whatever, concerto is when I saw the one that had 4 lights of red and green that showed the background. It was the only interesting one on YouTube, so I know it's important. Maybe you figured it out as well. Also, my mom has Dutch heritage, and I noticed you had the ice skaters, and she wanted to do ice skating, and her only music she likes might be ballet waltzes or ballet music, and actually a lot of the big musics are like dance music. I know, because I know music. My mom likes to speak because she did ballet. She has gestures like Dutch, and my dad was a speaker. I think he wanted to learn the whole dictionary, and he was always wondering about his mom, like with thinking she was like a nurturer of the language with her German. His dad also has German, but not as much. I don't know who has more French. They both have Irish, so that's but yeah, I think my dad's parents' last names are both to do with hair, and they might both be French from Ireland. And then I have French from each side as well, and then my mom has Dutch heritage. So I'm pretty much Dutch, but I have French heritage from New Orleans, so I've been trying to be German, like I've seen like people like my in-laws and others. So if you need a public speaker, I could probably emulate any accent pretty well, especially European. I did study Italian diction and repertoire in college. I learned some German there too for singing. So And of course, I had lived in the French culture, age 12 through 20. So I think you need a spokesperson for, things like BBC proms. I was thinking of you in there. No, you two aren't going to go there. I don't really think everyone wants to go to those things. But so, like, if you need a business representative, I'm very good at English. I don't know if I'm good at the England, but I'm good at speaking English. I might not be the same age as everybody, but I think I'm all there. So if you're interested in something in me, which you were, I like people who can play advanced violin literature, and no one's gonna teach me how to play third position. But I'm thinking about it, and I think I can do it someday. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. But so I'm a good writer, but I'm not as good a reader. But I'm a good spokesperson in the British accent from the U.S.